In our final lesson for this module, we're going to be looking at how to build trust with clients. Um, at the end of this lesson, I hope that you will learn how to establish trust with clients through credibility, proactive communication, and professional relationship management. These skills are essential for creating long-term successful working relationship. Now, trust is the foundation of any successful client relationship, and building it starts with establishing credibility. The best way to do this is by being transparent and consistently delivering on the promises that you make. Be transparent from the start. To be transparent, what does it mean? It means to set realistic expectations. It means to communicate delays or issues early. From the moment you begin working with a client, it is essential to be upfront about what you can deliver and the timelines and any potential limitations. Don't overpromise or commit to something you are unsure about. Clients appreciate honesty over failed promises. If a client asks for a tight deadline and you know it's going to be difficult, say something like, to meet the deadline, I will need to prioritize X, but Y may take a little longer. Does this work for you? You need to set realistic expectations. Also, no matter how well you plan, we understand that things can go wrong. So if you foresee any delays or challenges, communicate them immediately to avoid surprises. Offer solutions to get you back on track. For example, I have to run it. I've run into a technical issue that might push the delivery date by a day. I'm working on a solution. I'll keep you posted. You need to communicate delays. You might also have personal delays, issues that might come up that might trigger a delay. Communicate them early. Now, when we say deliver on promises, we're talking about reliability and the quality of your work. Don't make them expect you to deliver A and then you deliver Z, something differently. Now, nothing builds trust than being consistent, than consistently doing what you say you will do. So if you commit to delivering a task on a certain date, make sure you deliver before or on that deadline. If it's early, perfect. If not, you need to deliver on that deadline. Now, beyond meeting this deadline, ensure that the quality of your work meets and or exceeds the client expectation. High quality work delivered on time builds trust and encourages them to come back again. Now, to do this, that's to deliver on promises and to be transparent from the start. Communication is very important. And it's not just any kind of communication, but regular and proactive communication. It is key to keeping clients involved, building trust, and avoiding misunderstanding. While the higher ME team is going to be working with you every step of the way and getting weekly report from you, it is important that you update us and the clients frequently and take initiatives. By doing this, you demonstrate that you're on top of the project and you value their input. The first way to do this is to set regular update schedule. Then you need to be proactive and not reactive. Now, in higher MA, we already have a weekly update schedule. At the end of every week, you need to submit a report of what you worked on this week, where you are at, and what is pending. That is standard for us. But the clients might have a little bit more frequent update depending on the role you're working with them. It might be daily updates, it might be something more. So, depending on the size and the complexity of the project, you need to agree on a communication schedule with the client. You need to send updates all the time. And then when you're working on a project, you want to break down the project into smaller deliverables and have milestones. This shows consistent progress and assures the client that the project is moving forward smoothly. You're not just sitting down doing nothing. And then by being proactive and not reactive, it means you anticipate questions, trying to anticipate what the client questions or concerns might be before they arise. Let them know of potential delays. If there's a change of scope or if additional requirements are needed, let them know. And then when those things come, don't just tell them the problem, provide a solution. Always present the solution or an alternative forward than just saying, telling them the problem. Hey, I'm running behind. Thank you. No, we're running behind on the testing phase, but I intend to increase my work hours this week to catch up. Or does this work for me? Or I intend to extend. Does this work for you? You need to communicate. Also, in maintaining professional boundaries while fostering positive relationship. It is important to build relationships with clients by maintaining professional boundaries. This is very important. It is very crucial to avoid misunderstanding, mismanagement of expectations, and potential burnout. Your client is your friend, can be your friend, yes, but they are first the client. In higher Emmy, they're your client. So please set boundaries, set clear communications about availability. We're going to be giving you a form to ask you about your availability. Let us know. And when you say you're available, make sure that you are available. Be upfront and clear about your working hours, especially if you're managing multiple clients and working different along different time zones. We will try, except it's an emergency, not to contact you when is your off working hours, but please keep us updated. Also, avoid scope creep by clearly defining what is included in the project. If the client requires additional tasks beyond the original scope, explain to them that this will require further discussion with time and cost, and let us know immediately that the client is requesting for this. We've also let them know that they need to communicate that to us, but in case they forget, let us know and we will communicate with them on your behalf. Also, in setting boundaries, you need to be polite and respectful. Always maintain a courteous and respectful tone in your communications. Even if disagreements arise, stay calm and professional. Be personable but professional. It is good to build a rapport with your client. Very nice. Always keep the interactions professional. It's okay to remember their birthday and wish them happy birthday, or acknowledging personal milestones and all, but please try to keep the relationship professional. What are your key takeaways, not just from this lesson but the rest of the model? Remember, for you to pass the quiz you need to pass 80% out of the 100%, and you have only 5 attempts, so ensure that you understand the lessons before you attempt the quiz. I wish you all the best.